and welcome to Coffee with Carlos and the latest updates on all things Microsoft Teams Rooms. I'm thrilled you could join me. Today we'll be discussing the newest certified products releases by OEM partners throughout the whole of the second half of 2024, which is the Microsoft financial year 2025. Now, I want to start by prefacing that this is not going to cover all the products, we just don't have enough time for that. But what I'm going to do is just delve into some of the ones that stood out to me and that were quite interesting and kind of move the conversation forward. But remember, these devices are designed to enhance your Teams Rooms experience with cutting edge technology and seamless integration. So I'm very excited to see what they have to offer. So without any further delay, let's jump into it and see what's been happening in the world of Microsoft Teams Rooms. So the first on my list is the Poly Studio X72. This is a powerhouse all-in-one video bar designed for large meeting room spaces and environments. It features advanced AI-driven audio and video capabilities, ensuring crystal clear communication and immersive video quality at all times. It is a certified Teams Rooms device, as you would expect, providing a really reliable and high-quality meeting experience. So the X72 is already holding the torch for Poly and boasting dual 4K, both 70 and 110 degree horizontal field of view cameras. So let's face it, Poly cameras are pretty great. They always have been. They never disappoint. 2 MEMS microphones, 2 second order microphones, allowing the X72 to pinpoint the speaker sound so much more accurately. And all the inputs you could ever want. Let's be honest, it's got plenty there. So as I've mentioned, the X72 is already a powerhouse of a device, but this is just the tip of the iceberg, as Poly have a plethora of devices and solutions for nearly every wish list and budget. Add to this the more budget conscious V72, then the E70 and E60 cameras, and the modular G62, and then there is something for everyone. Well, almost. We're just missing a little something for the table, but don't worry, Poly have got you covered there with the E360 center of table 360 degree view camera and speaker system. They weren't the first to do the in the center of the table thing. In fact, our labs beat almost everyone there, but they have a long history of innovation. And they've tried this concept once before with their Real Presence Centro, the center of room solution. You might remember it, the 4 displays with a box at the bottom that you sat around, and it was actually quite a comfortable meeting experience. So it's just a variation of the theme for them. They have, however, certainly done it well with the 360 being a little pocket rocket with tons of technology crammed in. So well worth taking a look if you're considering center of table devices. The last half of 2024 saw the release of the Logitech Meetup 2. This is a great little video bar for conferencing solutions designed for small meeting rooms. It also features a 4K camera, which has a 133 degree horizontal field of view, and of course, AI-driven framing and tracking, as well as high-fidelity audio components such as 6 omnidirectional digital MEMS microphones, forming 5 adaptive acoustic broadside beams. Pretty impressive for such a small device. And that's a big chunk of technology to squeeze into a small form factor. It's also a certified Teams Rooms device, as you might imagine, to ensure the top meeting room experience. This is top tier technology in a very compact small form factor. Well worth taking a look. And obviously, if you only have smaller meeting room environments, the Logitech suite in particular are actually fantastic for that. So what I'd like to talk about next is actually something a little bit different. It's not a standard video bar for a typical meeting room environment. It's the Crestron Flex UC-CX100. But what it lacks in model name or number designation, it more than makes up in its versatility for the collaboration space. So this is a really versatile collaboration system designed for the medium to large meeting rooms. You can use it in a small meeting room, although it'd be a little bit overkill. However, it includes a high definition camera, a touchscreen controller, and a powerful audio system. So it's designed to really get you up and going as a complete meeting room environment. Certified for Microsoft Teams Rooms, as you would expect with all these devices I'll be talking about today. And the UC-CX100 provides a seamless and intuitive user experience. This is something that Crestron have been doing for quite some time, but don't really talk that much about it. And that is providing the far end to near end to far end experience within the estate asset, which allows you to connect and control your video assets within your estate. So this is something they do exceptionally well and have done for many, many years. So you'd be wise to take a look at this. It's not your normal video bar at the front of the room solution, but it does offer a lot of flexibility and a lot of functionality. So something caught my eye at this year's Comsverse event. Whilst I was grabbing some B-roll, you know me, anyone who's seen me going around these places, I've constantly got my camera in my hand, taking some B-roll. And I stumbled across this little tabletop solution, which I believe should be mentioned. I'm referring to the audio code's RXV Cam 360, tabletop video conferencing solution or video camera solution. Like the Poly and Logitech solutions that I've already talked about earlier in this video, the audio code's RXV Cam 360 has a lot of tech inside its diminutive structure. However, that's not the only reason this caught my eye. It makes up a formidable component to their already considerable product portfolio. Audio codes aren't best known for their video devices. However, they have a long and respected history of being one of the best in telephony and networking, which, if you think about it, that's what video conferencing is at its core. It's handling video, handling your network requirements, right? So ultimately, they should do that pretty well. And of course, the telephony side lends itself to the audio. So once you understand those elements, why wouldn't they venture into video bars and other meeting room devices? They haven't just ventured into it, however, they've come to win with some already advanced features such as their award-winning Meeting Insights agent, adding a phenomenal value to their already very potent and economical product lineup. If you're a Yealink or other budget-focused brand consumer, then you would be silly not to look at the audio codes, as you'll get a lot more bang for your buck, or pounds, or euros. Craving that direct eyeline point of view experience, where you're looking at the presenter and not the camera, or worse, off at some funny angle to some camera that isn't directly in front of you? Well, you don't need to look anymore. D10 have got you there. So D10 introduced their D10 bar. It's a team certified room device. It's grabbed people's attention because of its cool party trick. If you haven't seen it already, it can rotate. Yes, you heard me correctly. It rotates 90 degrees with automatic image rotation and framing as standard. The best part about this is how it can be mounted between two displays directly in the middle of the two to create that perceived visual eyeline experience, much like telepresence promised many, many years ago, but without leaving you poor and destitute in the process. This very affordable and innovative meeting room bar stands alone with its unique approach and will certainly entice some of you to take a closer look at it. It's super cool seeing it in action. D10 also have extremely good Teams Room certified devices such as their boards, which are where they started their journey into the meeting rooms devices. So go check them out. You won't be disappointed. I'm sure there'll be something there that will really get your attention, but definitely check out the D10 bar. It's really cool. So those are some of the products that were announced this year. Obviously, as I said at the start, it's not all of them. This is not intended to be a complete rundown. There'll be more in subsequent episodes. However, I want to talk about things that have been announced. And announced for release in January 2025 is the Lenovo ThinkSmart Core Gen 2. This is a next generation collaboration hub designed for medium to large meeting rooms. It features very powerful processing, next generation AI capable processing with built-in NPUs, AI enhanced audio and video capabilities, and seamless integration with Microsoft Teams Rooms. This device promises to deliver an exceptional meeting room experience with advanced management features, not just from the Teams Pro Management Portal, but also from their own inherent technology, their own proprietary technology, which actually accesses the hardware, even in the status of the hardware being off. So it's very, very clever. You may have seen my podcast with Lenovo's Chief Technology Consultant, Mauro Bossano, at this year's GITEX in Dubai. If not, then there's a link somewhere up here probably for you to view it. Mauro talks about the technology that Lenovo have managed to integrate into such a compact chassis. It's truly worth viewing to hear what he has to say. He's a very intelligent man and he articulates incredibly well what the products and devices have to offer. Besides being optimized for the latest AI functionality, it boasts super low power consumption, making it one of the greenest devices of its kind available. But I'll let Mauro do the talking, as he's the best one, he knows it best. So I really couldn't finish this without having a, shall we say, an honourable mention to something that is not just your standard video product, but actually complements the environment and enhances the solutions. And I'm referring to the Crestron FlexPods. When I first saw the FlexPods, I was really wowed by them. So the Crestron FlexPods, for those that don't know, are an innovative wireless audio solution. It's designed to enhance the flexibility and functionality of modern workplaces and spaces generally. These pods are modular square pods that allow users to easily pair multiple units and move them around to cover any space. It really does help with audio pickup and the audio distribution, regardless of its configuration. Each pod features a 360-degree microphone with noise reduction, echo cancellation, and automatic gain compensation, ensuring clear audio capture from all directions. Remember, 360 degrees. The built-in speaker delivers consistent, high-quality sound, making it ideal for various meeting types and room setups. If you haven't seen, take a look. A small little device as it is, and it is nothing but a few inches squared. It's well worth taking a look, because it's well worth hearing it, because it's really impressive. The sound quality that comes out of this is actually really, really impressive. So they're designed for ease of use and quick setup. They can connect wirelessly to the Crestron FlexPods hub via DECT, so it gives you another option, another string to your bow in terms of technology for connection, which ensures that high interference-free transmission as well. Users can control mute, unmute, volume, etc. directly from the pods, as you would expect, basic functionality from the pods themselves. And system integrates seamlessly with platforms like Microsoft Teams Rooms. Additionally, they can be managed from the Crestron XIO cloud platform, which if you haven't seen, it's actually really impressive. You can manage your entire estate off the back of that, providing a centralized solution and firmware updates and management of devices across the entire estate for all room types. So in conclusion, as we're starting to see really the acceleration of technology with AI being baked into all solutions, and there have been several vendors that have been doing this from the start. However, you'll find now as more become relevant in this particular space, and you also get Microsoft releasing more and more features that really talk to and utilize AI in its maximum capacity, you're going to find that this becomes a very exciting space to operate in. And obviously, I for one am very excited to see that. But what you're seeing is the commitment from OEM vendors to that innovation, and the commitment to continue to enhance that meeting rooms experience, in particular with Microsoft Teams Rooms, as that's the experience that they're all building towards, really. Each device is obviously certified to meet the highest standards of performance, reliability, and integration. As you would expect, they work very closely with Microsoft to achieve this. So what is coming down the road, now I can't talk to NDA roadmap, but I can say there are some very exciting things coming in 2025. So I, for one, am very, very excited to take a look to see what that's got to offer. So last thing for me to say is Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I look forward to seeing how these products will transform your Teams Rooms experience going forward. And hopefully we can all enjoy another Coffee with Carlos.